Because, I mean, look, as much as China and Russia.
Oh, hi, Ada. That's good. Yeah, it's just the start of our day here, Edith. Rosales, how are you? Yeah, so it's just the start of our day. So after I finish this, we're going to finally wrap up setting up our outdoor area. Anyway, yeah, yeah, I was just catching the last few minutes of hi Clarence Fields, hi J Cat Lady. I was just catching 5 minutes of Sheila and Nine and Bathrobe Danny. They're doing a live at the moment, so I was just over there watching for a few minutes before. We were running a little bit behind, so I scheduled this a wee bit later. Anyway, wow, lots going on, I guess, and yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see what stuff is. That monument in Utah. Hi, Teresa Judy. They know it went up sometime sometime before October 2016. So that's going to be really interesting to find out more about that. Anyway, any questions? Of course, we'll do our usual Trump check-in. That he's had a case knocked back. Even judges he's appointed are knocking him back, and I don't think he's liking it. I really think he thought that judges he appointed would go with him. No, so the prospective self-pardon. What's going to happen with the self-pardon? Hi, Cardamancy. So what's going to happen with the... I want to look at Brexit. How's that going? Has anyone got a question? Who's going to jail first? Who's going to jail first? That's going to be interesting. Will the Supreme Court get involved? Will he go to the Supreme Court? Hi, Good Samaritan. What's going on with... Could Trump be impeached? Well, yeah, he could be, but not after he's left. But Trump claims massive proof. Trump's massive proof. Okay. What's this massive proof for Pennsylvania and Wisconsin? Yeah, massive proof. He's such a child. Oh, thank you, Clarence. That's lovely. So we'll start with that and go on from there. I hope everyone's been enjoying their holiday weekend. Let's see what's going on. We'll start with this massive. We'll leave Trumpy dump for a little bit later. But let's start with this. Trump's claims to have massive proof of voter fraud in Pennsylvania and election. Carter Page, the ex-campaign aide, is going to sue the FBI for $17 million over the Russia probe, hey? Oh, if I was that guy, I would just keep my mouth shut. Hi, Robin Arvin. Ooh. Now, here's an interesting thing that's just caught my eye. Will Trump try to fire judges he appointed for ruling against him? That's an interesting thing. He can't do that part because they're lifetime appointments. Let's see. But via judges. Wow. Wouldn't surprise me. Now, here's a headline I've just come across. Trump supporters in Georgia ask the RNC chair why they should vote in runoffs when the system is rigged. Okay, so let's see what's going on. God's at the highest truth and compassion. Thank you for helping me clarity and insight. And I'll direct you to the question of Trump's massive proof of voter fraud. What's going on with these claims? Hi, Kathy W. He's trying to get a proper investigation. He's trying to get an investigation ordered. He's trying to hold those votes over. The Hermit. And the Emperor, upside down. He wants to overturn the rule of law, of course. It's just another attempt of his to overturn the rule of law and get rid of votes, throw votes out that provide Biden. Yeah. It's an empty attempt. There's nothing there. It'd get thrown out of court. There's nothing there. Yeah, it's empty. It's, you know, his legacy's coming to an end. His family's power, as such as he envisioned it, is not working out how he wants. It's all just empty threats. He's foolish. There's no proof. He's not prepared to back it up in court in any way. yeah. Yeah, it's actually, it's, you know, it's going to get him. Hi, Renee Rogers. Thank you for Georgie Moon. Hi. He's trying to, you know, stay where he is so he doesn't have to move. But it's everything he does is an act of self-sabotage, and he doesn't know. He's showing how weak and vulnerable and mean he is. So yeah, it's all hot air, empty. Those claims of his have proof of massive voter fraud. It's just all bull dust. Hi, Georgie Moon. Hi, Greta. Hi, Estelle. Hi, Linda S. If I haven't said hello, it's just because I haven't seen your name. But yeah, I'm glad. If you haven't seen it, I did a surprise live on Friday night, my time, and Sheila joined me a little way into it. We had a ball, a great time, and yeah, so I just we absolutely had a lot of fun, and yeah, we were able to have a bit of a catch up afterwards too, so that was really good. Hi, Linda S. Yeah, you follow each other around YouTube. So who asked that wonderful question about will Trump try and fire the judges that have gone against him? It was a I love that Clarence Fields and Georgie Moon greet each other the way they do. Oh, that's so lovely, Edith. Thank you. That is so lovely. That's so sweet that your grandson likes my voice and everything and tells you to hurry up because I'm on. Oh, that is absolutely, I am so absolutely. Hi, Catherine Cuzzy. Oops, I've accidentally put you up on the. Ah, I've done it before. And I'm so, that is such the sweetest thing. I absolutely adore that. That is so sweet. Okay, will Trumpy Dubs try and fire those judges that have voted against him? Will he try? Will he try? He might try and force some to retire. Oh, he's definitely thinking about it, going after them with a blunt stick, because you know how vindictive he is. He's like, I put you there for a reason. We made a deal, and now you're going back on the deal. Whether he actually told them what he wanted them to do or not, when he put them forward, the implication was that they would do what he told them to do. Yeah, they were there to. Now here's sharing and retiring from the scene. He might try and blackmail some of them into retiring. It wouldn't be beyond me. Yeah, when he put them in, you know, this was his plan to you know, he put them in for a purpose, but they're not doing what he wanted them to do, and he's losing, and he's really, really pissed. Well, I'll just put forward new people, smart people who do what I want them to do. Yeah, they're not doing as he put them in there because he was thinking way back when he, you know, I'll take it to the state federal courts and all that. He put them in at state level and at, you know, all the different levels, and that's what he was there. It's part of his backup plan to stay in power, and it's not working out like he wanted. So he's really pissed. Yeah, they've upset his plan and they've upset his strategy by, you know, obeying the law and not him. And he's really, really pissed. Will he try and fire some? Will he try and fire the judges that have gone against him? He's talking to someone about the being able to do it. He's talking to someone. He's thinking about it. He's looking into seeing if he can get away with it. But that's a no. Judgment. Yeah, they should be judging him. But this is he going to try and fire them? And so far we've got 2 yeses and a no. 6 of Cups. Yeah, childish temper tantrum. He's this is a no, but they're not doing what he wants, and he's really, really anxious. Yeah, no. Yeah, he really does. He wants to fire them. He's barely hanging on to his temper. But it's a move that, you know, they're not doing what he wanted them to do. They're not holding up their end of the bargain. You know, we've got 2 strategies and agenda cards here, and they're not following his agenda and his strategy. Yeah, so yeah, he wants to, and he's looking in to see if he can, but I don't think he can. I think these are lifetime appointments unless they retry. He might try and blackmail a few, but you know, he's definitely of the view that, you know, they should be doing. They shouldn't care that there's no lack of evidence, that there's a lack of evidence or anything. They should just do what he wants them to do because he put them there. What's life without being peed on by your grandkids? I suppose it wouldn't be much, would it? In my case, it would be my great nieces and nephews, or soon great nieces and nephews, hopefully one day soon. But yeah, the getting peed on by a baby, I think that's just one of those things that special. Let's have a look at this pardoning. Donald Trump pardoning himself is debated, but is there precedent for it? If anyone hasn't checked out on YouTube, Spitting Image, go to Spitting Image Donald Trump. If you've never seen any of the Spitting Images, it's a British show and they use puppets. And Donald Trump's hair is just hilarious in it. It's not just the way it looks. It's I won't tell you, but please go and check it out. And there was one I came across with him and Boris Johnson, and their hairs. You know, normally Boris's hair is pretty freaky enough, but his hair does something in that clip. In response to Donald Trump's hair, it is so funny. So yeah. If such a pardon could be overturned and whether it would indicate guilt on his part. Well, it would indicate guilt on his part, wouldn't it? I want to pardon myself. Well, that means knowledge of guilt, you know, that's an admission of guilt. So, because it's an admission of needing to be pardoned. I think, okay, this self-pardon question. Let's have a look at this. Will Trump try it? Let's see. Just Three of Swords reverse. Just can also be letting go of something. I think people are certainly trying to talk him out of such a move. Let go, because it would be an admission of guilt. It's causing a lot of stress and tension. Yeah, he wants to do it. This is the Page of Pentacles. It's disruptive. It's not the brightest, you know, not the sharpest tool in the toolbox, is he? He definitely wants to do it. He's hoping that it would lead things. But the fact of the matter is that it would be the ultimate abuse of office, wouldn't it? The whole world is looking at this. But it is looking at the end of this guy's reign. Woohoo, woohoo, it's his idea. He likes it. He thinks it's a wonderful idea. Four of Swords. It would create an extremely chaotic environment, legal environment there. The fact is that a pardon, a legal pardon, you can't just legally pardon yourself if you've broken the law. If he could do it, anyone could do it. You know? Oh, I just shot this guy. But you know what? You can't touch me for it because I pardon myself. I just shot him because he looked at me funny. But I pardon myself. It's a plan. It's something he's planning, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Even if he tries it, it's going to get thrown out. Judgment. There is going to be some judgments made in the future about the pardon power. He's delusional. It is totally delusional. Yeah, the tower upside down, total chaos, total collapse. No, it's, yeah. I pardon myself for everything bad I did while I was in office. You can't. You can't. It's going to be something that's going to be discussed and debated. I think there will be reform on the pardon powers. I don't think it's going to come to anything. I think he's going to, it wouldn't surprise me if he did try it, but I don't think it's going to come to much because everyone will be saying, well, it's an admission of guilt. He would never admit that he was wrong. It's an admission that you did something wrong. So I think they'll talk him around from it. Yeah. Will Trump go to the Supreme Court with the election? That's certainly, he's always said he would. That's why he wanted. Hi, Annie S. That's why hi, Dawn Amato. That's why he said that he wanted to have 9 conservative judges on the court in case it goes there. So it's yeah. Hi, Judy Malley. And hi to everyone watching. Hi, Bonnie Russell. We'll take it to the Supreme Court. Oops, that's Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. Yes. 10 of Wands. He wants to put the burden on, and that's a no card, but that's the Hierophant. That's a maybe. 7 of Cups, maybe. Delusion, the Star. Yeah, he's gonna take it all the way there. He's gonna try. He's certainly gonna try. He's gonna try, but it's not gonna work he does. The burden is on him to provide the proof. He doesn't have it. It's going to lead to the final end of his, you know, options there. So yeah, I don't be surprised if in the next couple of weeks it rocks up. Somebody's asked, well, somebody was looking. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit. I haven't had my coffee. I just realized I haven't had my coffee. And yeah, I didn't make it. Well, hubby normally makes it. I forgot to ask him. So I'll survive. What was I going to ask? No, I haven't had my coffee. Love of my life. He's not hearing me. Oh dear. I haven't had my coffee. Someone said, go get my coffee. Yeah. I cannot remember what I was going to ask. What was it? Oh, will Trump be there by? Will Trump resign over Christmas? Will he just walk away over Christmas? No, love of my life is hubby. Equal loves of my life are Cameo and Whitney, and then coffee. Hi, Sharon Sype. All right. Okay. Do you want me to entertain you with some theme music while I'm gone? Hang on a moment. Let's have a look. I'll be doing just a few minutes around the glasses. I love you all so much. I will be back in just a second. A few seconds. Oh dear. Oh, copyright, can't do that one. While I'm making my coffee, have a think about some questions and throw them at me when I get back. Oh, this Cafe's blend 43, I think. That's a big gun. Kickstarter tractor with this lot. Bigger, badder, and crazier than ever, but with coffee this time. Hi, my darlings. Thank you so much. Hi, Florita. I just realized that I hadn't had my coffee and my brain's like, duh, duh, duh. It's like, you know, when you're trying to start a lawnmower or something and it's going, that's my brain. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Hi, Christine Thomas. Hi, Linda B. So yeah, I went and made a quick coffee. I'm just going to grab the hot water and maybe top it off a bit more. I made it a wee bit too cold. I had to. Was it Robin Williams used to say when he was more cash? But oh, now, okay. Done. Will he go to the Supreme Court? I haven't done who's going to go to jail first. We'll do that. But will he be there over Christmas? Will he run away over Christmas? Will Trump just go over Christmas? That's it. Going down to Florida for Christmas and I'm not coming back. Walk from Orc, yes. Fly, be free. Hi, Human Generic. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Yeah. Oh, Shelby, you got a friend who's ill. Well, hope that all goes well. Recovering from COVID or something. No, I think we should. Yeah, the electoral votes are called. What will happen? Okay, will they confirm Biden? Will the Electoral College confirm Biden? Guys, I got yes. Queen of Wands, yes. Queen of Cups, yes. Nine of Pentacles, yes. They all flipped out. Christmas with the Trumps. Will there be gifts? Page of Cups. Yes, this will be very surprising news for Trump. The Moon. That's a no, but you know, there's going to be some, of course, that will vote for Trump because they're the states that won. So it's not going to be unanimous Electoral College, of course, because some states went to Trump, and those Electoral College people will, you know. But that doesn't mean there's not going to be some unseen bumps along the way. Knight of Pentacles. Trump's going to try and delay it. or slow it down. But this is on the 14th of December, Page of Pentacles. That's the offer. The new presidency, the new Five of Wands. There's probably going to be a little bit of argy-bargy when they meet. But Hermit, yeah, coming out, yeah, sending Trump where he belongs. Yeah, no, they're going to vote for Biden. And they'll vote for Biden, but there'll be a couple of some electors who are going to try and get up there. I don't know if there's debates. I don't know how those meetings work or anything. But no, it will go for Biden. And even if a few electors flipped, enough wouldn't. So there might be a few surprises, but nothing that's going to stop him. Don't be surprised if just before Christmas he pardons Manafort and Bannon. That'll be interesting to see. And probably Stone, Christmas or New Year. So, God, to the highest truth and compassion, please. Thank you for helping me. He will retire over Christmas. I don't think he'll resign. I just don't think he'll come back. I think he'll just say to Mikey, you take care of it all. Oh, and in Spitting Image, Mike Pence is hilarious. Hi, Elena Harrison. Hi, Deborah Costro. Hi, Sherry French. Oh, Georgie, how's it going over on the East Coast there? I mean, we're like in low to mid-20s here, a little bit humid and stuff on the West Coast, but the East Coast of Australia, for those of you who don't know, the East Coast and the southeast as well is like huge, big, like dry heat wave. Fire danger's way up, even around here in Perth it's way up and stuff. So how's it going over there? Anyone who's on the East Coast and southeast Melbourne and stuff like that, keep cool as much as possible. Yeah, they can't plead the fifth. Yeah. Can you revoke a pardon? I don't know. Oh, Deborah, have your kids been sick? Oh, I hope they're okay. Okay, let's see. Is Trump going to come back? Will Trump be in the White House after Christmas? Or will he? Is he just going to stay down in Florida? Will he bother returning to the White House after Christmas? I think he will, because he thinks that he has the right to be there. No, Page of Swords. He's running out of ideas. He doesn't like the news he's getting. He's basically throwing tanties, but he's like, no, I'm going to dig his heels in. He's going to take a break, and he's going to come back feeling a bit refreshed. Okay, but he's running out of ideas, and there's not people. Dirty DDs after he leaves. That's ridiculous. Shite. Yeah, it's going to be obvious to him that he's running out of ideas. He's running out of ways and means. He's just like running out of possibilities. You know, they're saying pregnant with possibilities. Well, he's running out of ideas there, and you can tell they were pregnant with ideas. Yeah, running out, and his time. And look at the clock here. The clock, the back. His time is running out, and he's going to have accepted it, but he's going to do his damnedest in that month left to make things hard for not just the Biden administration, but America. He wants to punish America because he feels everyone should have voted for him. He didn't. Yeah, he's going to try and instigate a few things to cause chaos. So I asked if he was coming back after Christmas, and yes, what I see here. Yeah, he's going to try and throw things like rewrite the rules. This is the Hierophant. Rules, establishments, institutions, that when it's reversed, it's about thinking outside of the box, rewriting the rules. He's going to try and do that. Smothering. People are going to, he's really smothering. I'll come back to that one. The lovers, there's going to be more breaks with him and the Republican Party. He's smothering control of the Republican Party. Yeah, he's really anxious about that. After Christmas, I think there's going to be, yeah, he's going to keep trying to smother the Republican Party and rule by force or whatever. But it's more and more people are breaking. His agendas are going to get turned upside down. He's really unwise. He's not going to be ready for what happens after Christmas and New Year when things come in. Hi, Helena Harrison. Always. Yeah, QAnon. I'm going to see what's going to happen to QAnon. Do another line. Yeah, it's not going to be sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows for him. It's really going to be born on him that he's gone. There's nothing left. Also, he's going to be feeling a bit smothered. People, basically, security is going to be keeping such an eye on him. He's not going to be able to pee in private. You know, I'm just going to... He's not, yeah. So he's going to be feeling a bit smothered too, because they're going to be keeping an eye on him everywhere. There's going to be Secret Service with him everywhere he goes. It's going to be like, and there's going to be like 2 security detail and 1 to make sure he doesn't do anything, you know, or to take note of the things he does. There it is, broken relationships again. He's going to feel really low. Yeah, broken relationships again. 9 of Wands, all the defenses that he thinks he's set up and everything, so that he can just storm through and stay in office after January 20th. They're all gone. They're all gone. So, yeah, he is going to go back to the White House after that. And he's going to try and create chaos. But basically, don't be surprised if over the Christmas break the White House gets swept clean of foreign bugs and new things get put in place for listening in on him or whatever. Don't be surprised if there's a, yeah. Hi, Charlotte O'Keefe. I haven't seen your name again before. Thank you for joining us. Will Trump be impeached again? I think we can do that. Yeah, somebody asked that a bit earlier too. Or did I see it? Where did I see it again? I saw it maybe on the headlines on. Will he be impeached again? Honestly, I think that of course he can be impeached, you know. The House can impeach him. Could Donald Trump be impeached for his handling of coronavirus? What would a conviction mean? Could he be impeached again? You know what? Impeachments can go as quickly or as slowly as you want them to go. They could hold the hearings between now. They could hold the hearings between now and like the second week of between now and Christmas, and have him impeached in the House before Christmas. And then in the new year, they could hold the hearings in the Senate. I agree, there's not a lot of time. I think there's better things they could be doing, but could they do it? Are they considering it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it would be a waste, yeah. An impeached president is not eligible for the pardon route, and he's been impeached in the past. The fact that he didn't get convicted in the Senate is not an issue. He was still impeached. Will they impeach Donald Trump again? There might be some plans in the works. I'm certainly thinking about it. Something new investigations, bringing out new I don't think it'd be over coronavirus as it was. Proof of ties with Russia coming out. They would get more cooperation this time around, at least in the House. Star, new direction, new hope. Sharing of information about money shared between the two. I mean, there's long been rumours of Donald Trump and the Trump Organization laundering Russian money. Was he doing it while in office? That would be a big thing. I think a lot of people would take a lot of hope from seeing that happen. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff come to light. He's a spy. I think if it comes out with definite proof that he's passed information on to Russia, definite written proof in the next few weeks, I think they would impeach him. Yes, they'll call him forth. I think they would impeach him because I don't feel that they would have any option but to do that. Working with others, dirty money, gaslighting, concealing the truth. I think the Republican Party would have to, because Mitch McConnell, if an impeachment charge is brought through and he's impeached in the House, he can't say no to a trial in the Senate. It has to happen, and I think more Republicans would fall in with convicting him. I don't think he'll get impeached over coronavirus. But there's someone definitely looking. I'll just go ask a plain yes, no question. Will Donald Trump be impeached again? It would have to be, look, you know, impeachment takes time. They would do it if it was, the charges were bad enough that it was warranted. I don't think they would feel they have any other choice but to do it. Even so close to the end of his presidency. And it would be a way of avoiding him being pardoned by Pence, or trying to pardon himself. King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands. The burden upon them to do that would be great. King of Cups. I think they'd consider what it would do to the start of the effect it would have on Biden's presidency. I think a lot of people would see it as the result of doing it would be to basically add a layer of delegitimization to Biden's presidency, and they don't want to do that. King of Swords. There's the clouding things again. Look, it's not really an option in terms that it would be seen by many of Trump's followers as, oh, see, he's not legitimate, and the only way they could get him in was to, kick Trump out. The only way they do it is if there was absolute physical, indisputable evidence of basically spying and stuff, that they could do it beforehand. Now, Trump might get away with being pardoned for any stuff that he did in office, but the fact of the matter is that he thinks that once he's out of office, he can sell what he knows. And if he gets caught trying to sell what he knows and information that he found out while he was in office, and he's out of office, well, a pardon's not going to do it. A pardon for all his crimes committed in office is not going to do him any good. So I don't think yet. I think the only way they would impeach him is if they absolute indisputable proof that he engaged in traitorous activities. Indisputable. And I think maybe even if they came across proof of that after he left, that pardon might be overturned. A pardon is given to guilty people. Oh, no, not necessarily. A pardon can be given to people who have been wrongly convicted, but usually the best thing, if it's proof that they've been wrongly convicted, that the conviction is overturned and they're released. Much good it does them when sometimes it happens 10, 15, 20 years later, and they've spent all that time in jail. I think if someone spent 20 years in jail for something that they didn't commit, and it's proven that they didn't commit it, and then gets overturned and they get released, I think that they should be given a decent house on a decent sized block of land and a pension for the rest of their lives. Doesn't matter if they're 30 when they get released or 50 or 60. A place to live and a pension for the rest of their lives, and the government should foot all the bills, like, well, not food, but utilities, all the utility bills and the rates. Government should do that. But yeah, like our government's going to do that over here. Yeah, right. But then maybe that's me. Might be a bit radical. Let's see. I'm going to take a move away from Trumpy Dump for a while, and let's have a look at Brexit. What's going on with Brexit? Hi, Laura Carlson. If anyone wants a reading, you can email me. I'm still working on my website. I will get there. It's just, do a bit here, a bit there on it, and but you can always email me if anyone's interested in a reading. I can do them via email, or I can do, if you have Zoom or Skype, I can do them that way. They're all the same price, which is on the thing, which is on the community page. So go look at the community page. If you're in the UK, it's £35 or something. It just it's commensurate with the exchange currency rate and all that. So, hi, Joan Maury. Let's have a look at Brexit. What is going on with Brexit? I'm just thinking here, the deck I want to use. Mystic Mondays Tarot. Matt Gates. Is he fishing for a pardon? Matt Gates. Matt Gates. He's that slimy little rep from Matt Gates. Florida, isn't he? Now, why would Matt Gates need a pardon? Yes, they will prove he's illegitimate, definitely. Let's see. Let's have a look at Brexit. How is Brexit going? I have a few viewers over in the UK. Not a lot, but Rick Gates, that's him, yeah. Rick Gates, he's bought a $75 million lawsuit against the FBI over the Russia probe or whatever. Let's have a look at Brexit. Guides of the highest truth. Compassion. Thank you for giving me, helping me gain insight, clarity, and objectivity in your question on Brexit. How is Brexit? King of Pentacles. This is Boris. I'm, you know, a rather snazzy looking Boris. Boris usually looks like he's just rolled out of somebody's bed and put on his crumpled clothes from the night before. But this is Boris, and he thinks he's, you know, he's trying to put forward that's King of Pentacles, sorry, trying to put forward that confident air. I've got it all under control and stuff. So, yeah, what's underneath it? Yeah, there's no reversals in this one. Nine of Swords. It is causing a lot of anxiety, Brexit, for people in England and stuff. So in the UK, not just England, it's the UK, because people think, oh, it's just England that's affected by Brexit. It's not. It's England, it's Wales, it's Scotland, and it's Northern Ireland. You know, so what's the challenge? The challenge is to get themselves out of the corner they have gone and painted themselves into. They've gone and backed themselves into a corner. There is a way out, but they don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. And this is the politicians. This is not the English people. This is the politicians. Okay? There is a way out, but they just don't want to even acknowledge that it's there. I don't know what that way out is. I don't know the ins and outs of Brexit. I'm just doing an intuitive reading on what's happening with Brexit at the moment. The base of this Queen of Wands. Strong leadership, wise leadership, compassion, all I'm getting, this is at the base of this, is that they made a big mistake in getting rid of Theresa May. I don't know why. I have no real opinion on Theresa May or whether she did a good job or not. I don't live over there. I don't know the ins and outs. But I feel that in one of the deals that she tried to put through, there was something that could have been worked with. And that if they'd have kept her there, this might have all worked out better and quicker. It might have been resolved. But at the base of this is the missed opportunity that they had was when she was in power, and she was getting, no, we don't want to put that deal forward, and we don't want to put that deal forward. Thank you very much, Laura Carlson. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Six of Pentacles. In the past. Now, the past, of course, is what's been happening in the past is that they've been trying to make deals in order to get better trade deals and all that. Now, this actually came out reversed, so I'm going to keep it reversed because I don't generally have reversals in this deck. So it's the efforts to share trade and everything. All of these efforts have gone kaput with the traditional Six of Pentacles. It's a richer person putting a few coins into the thing, and in some cards they can't even look at the people they're giving out, their pittance to. Hi Gma 5, and it's like their efforts to find an equitable deal that shares trade and everything with the EU. They've all come kaput. It's come to nothing. And again, I've got another one coming out reversed, so maybe I do have reversals in this deck. I don't know. The Princess of Cups. There's an imminent meltdown hanging in the air over this, which is not surprising. There's sort of the news that I hear from some of the shows I watch in England and all that. There seems to be, they're all expecting it to all melt down into a pile of slush any minute soon, any minute now. So there's this air over everything of an imminent meltdown happening, and the whole thing going, blowing up in their faces. Yeah. UK will not sell out sovereignty for Brexit deal with EU, says negotiators. So, there's, here it is again. There's ways out, but yeah. Fishing quotas amid mountain tensions on both sides. That could be the final week of post-Brexit negotiations. And here it is, the post-Brexit, because they exited and it's in their post-Brexit negotiations, and this imminent meltdown is happening. They should go through the proposals that Theresa May had. Maybe they'll find a way out there. Two of Wands. Oh, immediate future. Oh, we're going to come up with a new plan to get them to do what we want them to do. Yeah. So there's going to be a new strategy announced, a new round of negotiations, new this, new that. New, because the old's not working the way we want it to. In the environment. Okay, so they've got these plans, coming out with new plans. In the environment is a change, A change for the better. This card's not reversed, so it's a change for the better. There's lots of food insecurities in Britain at the moment too. But yeah, I can look at worldwide food. I can do that. So that maybe in the environment there's something there that they can use and grab hold to, and if they do, it's going to be a change for the better. Two of Pentacles. Okay, what people see is they're trying to negotiate a new deal and stuff. Trying to juggle the balls in the air and keep the deal making going. So twos are all about plans and decisions, you know, weighing up the pros and cons, as in planning. With the wands, it's weighing up the pros and cons. With the pentacles, it's manipulating things to try and get the best deal, whether it's a monetary deal or a resources deal or a deal with power share or whatever. The hopes and fears, of course there's fears that along the way they're going to find some, you know, the iceberg, so the hidden problems, the submerged iceberg, that they're going to run into the submerged iceberg and it's going to upend everything. And the hope, of course, is that that won't happen, that they'll have clarity and that they can see clearly and that there'll be clarity about everyone. Thank you, GMAR5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. The outcomes for post-Brexit negotiations. 3 of Wands. There's going to be some good news coming out. There's going to be some things. Yes, some ships are going to be able to come in. Queen of Swords. There are going to be some countries where they're going to have to say, okay, we need you to we need some answers from you before we can, you know, deal with this. This is not necessarily a called forth, and this isn't necessarily the judgment being called forth and answering for your actions. This is, look, there's still information we need in order to be able to get through the legal things that because there's going to be legal implications with it. Whatever deals that they make, they're going to have to look at the legalities, and you know, so that's they're going to have to be talking about some of those as well. But their ships are going to start, they are going to start seeing some results. King of Swords again. So we've got the swords again. Yeah, there's going to be some deals where they're going to have to go in and dig and investigate a little bit further into how they're going to do it off. So this is this pair. So there's going to be maybe some delay with some aspects of some deals where they have to go in and provide more information to satisfy some countries. I think the colour of those is actually drawing me. Maybe it's just because I saw the fishing dispute as one of those things, but you know, international waters and countries' waters is a big thing. Fishing quotas and things like that. Possibly more to be done about it. Now we have the Knight of Cups, so they are going to be able to come up with some sort of an offer. So there's still a bit of investigation, but they are going to see some benefits coming in. There's still some areas where there's going to need to be more legal things and investigation to take place before they can come out, but before they can settle things. But there are going to be some areas where, yes, they can settle for this offer, and it will help calm the waters a bit and settle some things down. So there's still a long way to go. It's not going to be resolved immediately, but things will get better. Hi, GM Dave. Yeah, does he need to go? Probably. I think if he does go, it'll be more on his health, because he's really struggling after COVID. He's not like Trump with his miracle whatever. Boris Johnson wasn't given any antibody treatment or whatever. Boris was treated the way everybody else is treated in the UK with the NHS and health, and he's got some serious health issues out of that. That's probably what'll drive him out of office more than anything else. I mean, he's a stubborn bugger. He doesn't give in to, you know, you should do this way or we won't like you anymore sort of thing. He doesn't. He's a very, very strong character. Whether or not he's Putin's puppet or something, well, you know, I do think the actual referendum back in 2016, I do think it was quick. It was pretty close, and I do think it was probably no, but was pushed over the line by some dodgy things. Worldwide food. What's happening with food? Thank you for the thumbs up, and hello to everyone who's watching. If you're not in the chat, in the chat, that's fine. Not everyone who watches has to join the chat, you know. So, hi, Kadam. Oh, Trump is Boris is a clown showman, definitely. He's always been a showman. When he was mayor of London, of course, he was mayor of London during the 2012 Olympics. What's going on here? Cups, the tower. Now, I'm shuffling these decks, looking at the worldwide food situation. 9 of Cups. There really is hope. There's going to be, but there are going to be some good things happening. So that's good with regard to sharing things. But there is going to be a tower event. Now, what this is, I don't know. I don't think it's political. I think it could be climate related or something, but I'll check. I'll check with do clarifications on that in a bit, whether it's they just flipped out while I was shuffling the cards. Thank you guys. Oh, King of Pentacles, well-fed, in charge people. He's flipped out again. So resources, wise with resources. Got to be wiser with resources. So this is tower moment. I'll have a look at that in a bit. Now, always areas where there are a lot of Americans starving, from what I understand. I've seen the pictures of cars lining up at food banks. Hi, Wild Heart. This is telling me that there is enough to feed everyone. There is some tower event coming, and there's going to have to be some wise management of resources. But we can stand our own. There's no reason people should be. Okay. Whatever that tower event is, it's going to bring people together more, and it's going to reaffirm relationships between some countries and reaffirm commitments to helping people worldwide. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, but some people are holding tight to stockpiles and things. But there is hope. So these three cards are really good. Enough to fulfill everybody's wishes of being able to have full ability, standing your ground, and hope to start. They're good. Now, the tower's not necessarily, that's a big change. A big change is happening. That's something that's going to reaffirm commitments in relation to things. And the Ace of Pentacles offers, new offers of help. The third line is the resources, wise use of resources, maybe some hoarding. This is embattlement. There are going to be some countries who are just not going to share. And trying to force them to is just going to lead to embattled people who are tired and stressed. But even without those countries, there can be victory over this thing. That's a Six of Wands. Seven of Swords. Strategies. Enacting new strategies. Some theft in some organizations is going to come to light. So this isn't countries. This is some organizations who aren't doing what they should be doing. King of Cups. Soothing of the waters. And a new compassion, a new way of leadership based on compassion, not just on wise use of resources. We're heading into the age of Aquarius. There's going to be some changes. Now, this tower event. What can you tell me about this tower event with food resources around the world? They do. We have that here in Australia too, but we have organisations that come in and they'll go to the back door before they're closing, and they'll grab the food, and it's like they'll go to the back door, and food that would normally be destined for the bin, they go and they get it and they collect it, so it doesn't get put into the bin, it gets handed over to them. We need more of those people. The Chariot, momentum. Whatever this is, it does increase momentum with regard to it's actions. Movement towards happier families. And better relationships and better harmony. So that's It's something that's going to affect the whole world in some way or another. Is this a natural disaster? Yes, I've got something volcanic coming up, like huge big volcanic eruption. 9 of Pentacles. Sitting pretty, the devil. It's going to cause, it's going to cause a bit of chaos in some areas. I get 2 yeses and a no. I get it's going to be a natural disaster. Is it man-made? No. No, it's not man-made. If it was man-made, people would be brought to, but I've got a moon, which is no. It's something hidden. It's not something that can be resolved in a court of law. But here's that 4 of Pentacles again. It doesn't help that there's been some hoarding somewhere. Okay. Will it be volcanoes? My scientific side is trying to freeze in here on all the results of what a volcano can do, a huge volcanic eruption can do. Page of Pentacles, yes. 4 of Wands, yes. 10 of Swords, no. But so we've got 2 yeses and no, but it's going to lead to something new, it's going to end a cycle of something and start a new cycle. Will it be in the Pacific region? No. Somewhere colder. Will it be Russia or Iceland in the northern areas? No, but an area of conflict. Will it be equatorial between the 2 cancers? Maybe. Well, if it was in the equatorial regions, winds, that's where all winds, it's very still there. But there's going to be chaos wherever it is. It's not clear where it's going to be. So, but it's going to be very, So, but it's something that's, going to be a challenge to food resources around the world. But it's going to be a challenge that I think countries around the world can. It's not going to be let's all sing Kumbaya and come together in harmony, but there's going to be new commitments made, and some better relationships, and some relationships are going to be reviewed, and so it's going to be a really, really interesting time. As for when this happens, I don't know. But there's going to be looking for a different sort of leadership, the leadership of wise use of resources wide but compassionate use of resources. So a mix of King of Pentacles and King of Cups, a mix of these two. Wisdom with resources, but compassion as well. And yeah. Now, who asked? Rick Gates. Is Rick Gates is he angling for a pardon? Rick Gates going to be angling for a pardon. Hi, Wildheart. Hi, Estelle Harrington. Shelby Lisa. Oh, Shelby Lisa. My mum went to school, to a Catholic school, and was educated by nuns, and when they were discussing putting us into school up in North Queensland and all that, Dad suggested that we go to the Catholic school, and my mother just said, no, absolutely not. No children of mine are going to a Catholic school. My mum's left-handed. They used to tie her left hand behind her back, or if she was caught using her left hand, they would get a big strap and run on the ends of their fingers. Yeah. I take it that the chocolate lab puppy, as she's taken a liking to your slippers, Deborah, that you're at least fostering her while you're keeping her, which is lovely. Rick Gates guides the highest truth and compassion. Thank you for helping me gain insight, clarity, and objectivity. The question of Rick Gates, will he try to angle a pardon? King of Swords. Oh yeah, there's Trump. Yeah, it's definitely in the plans for him. He's weighing up the options. Princess of Wands. Yeah, he definitely wants. He's definitely talking to people about getting a pardon. He's angling for one. Yeah. Whoop, that's not too good for him. Four of Cups. Trump's not interested. Trump's not interested. Trump couldn't give a shit about him. He's too low on the totem pole. He's not close enough. And Nine of Pentacles. Yes, sitting pretty. No. He should be happy with what he's got. Apparently, Trump thinks that, you know, he got off pretty lightly. Yeah, Three of Swords on top of the, yeah, he's not going to get it. Trump doesn't give a rat's ass about him. Yeah, he'll be out in the cold. The thing is, Rick Gates got off lightly because he cooperated, and you don't do that to Trump. Knight of Swords. Yeah, Trump could not give a rat's ass about this guy. He can angle as much as he wants, but he's not going to get one because he's in Trump's bad books. Yeah, my sister's a lefty. I actually eat left-handed. I'm right-handed, but I eat left-handed. So one of my sisters is a lefty, and yeah. So I do think there's some inheritance factor in that, whether you're left-handed or not. It's my mum, of course, is ambidextrous because she can still, you know, because she was forced to be. But yeah, but I eat left-handed. Do everything else right-handed, and I might even do some things left-handed that I not even aware of. The only thing I'm aware of that I do left-handed is eat left-handed, because my mum would set the table and I'd always swap my knife and fork around to be more comfortable. And she goes, you know, you eat left-handed. I'm like, oh, do I? Eat all my, it's ridiculous. Yep, that's why my mum's ambidextrous. That's why she can use both, because of the abuse by nuns. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. What's going on with QAnon? What is the go with QAnon? I've got a Facebook page too, which when I figure out how to do it, I'll link you to it. A lot of people have joined it already, which I really enjoy. But I haven't been able to get on as often as I like. I want to do things daily on there, but it's just taking me lots to do, just setting all this up. And so I'll get there eventually to have like to-do lists for the day and stuff. Let's see. Guide to the highest truth and compassion. Thank you. Gain some clarity. Thank you for this huge QAnon. Will people be prosecuted? Ouch, Dave. Oh. QAnon. Declining power. Four of Swords. Now that's interesting, because I was like, I closed my eyes and I QAnon going across my right eye, the word QAnon, and it seemed to be, it started out not even that strong, but it seemed to get fainter and get smaller and smaller and smaller as it faded away, like declining power. Now this is the Four of Swords, the retreat or the rest or the retirement. Ace of Wands. They're looking for new ways to try and get people to watch. Hanged Woman, or the Hanged Man. Suspension. Stopped momentum. They're running out of ideas. They're like trying to wave things around, hoping that things will come to them. The thing is, they've been recycling the same things over and over and over and over, and people are getting a bit tired of hearing it. Six of Cups. Yeah, here it is, going back to the same thing, back to the past, to try and recycle. They're a bit stuck in that they're just, they're stuck on the same things, and they're not coming up with anything new. 10 of Cups. The first thing I got is that they're losing Republican support, which makes me wonder how closely they're tied with the RNC or some fraction of the Republican Party, just as a tool. A new journey, new step forward, but foolish. A suspension of their journey. So this is, a suspension of their journey. So this is suspension, the Hanged Woman, a journey, their journey that they're on, it's sort of been suspended. The Wands with the 10 of Cups on top, their little family, they're running out of ideas, new energy. They're running out of energy. They're looking for new energy, but they're not getting it. 8 of Cups, voluntarily walking away, abandoning. I think the people are starting to go, they're just recycling this. What else? Surely there's other stuff that's going on. Why aren't you coming out with this? I think they're starting to lose followers. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, people are starting to demand more details. Where? More details. We want more. We want more. We want more details, and they're not able to provide it. The Chariot. But it's on top of, as we said, the Hanged Woman and the Fool, the stalled journey, stalled momentum. Look, Ma, no hands. It's like they've been riding this wave of anti-democrat, anti-this, anti-that. Trump. They haven't achieved what Trump wanted them to achieve. So he's like, yeah, resources, and they're suffering for resources as well. So I think they were getting a lot of donations, and those donations are strength. People are demanding stronger evidence, more details. Queen of Cups. Because they've been stalled in their progress. It's just like they're giving them the same old panacea, the what do they call it? Placebo. Placebo. The magician. Yeah, wasted resources. They're just... I don't think they're going to magically disappear and go away. I think they might end up be like one of those, you know, like but diminishing. Their impact on things is diminishing. People are just getting tired of hearing the same old things recycled. They're getting less money, and also Trump is like, well, you haven't done what I wanted you to do, so I'm not going to start promoting you or anything. The magician, it's like, now you see me, now you don't. They're not going to go away completely, but they're not going to be, you know, they don't have everything they need. And wasted resources, wasted funds. People have given to them, expecting them to come up with details and strong proof, and they haven't. They've come up with placebo and, you know, and yeah, so the impact is going to lessen. They're not going to disappear, but, you know, you're going to hear less and less of them as time goes on. But there was quite a few major arcana there, so time-wise, it's, look, they're still going to be around for quite a while, but over that time, the impact and the influence on people is going to lessen. Yeah. So your grandson took a couple of tarot decks to college, Christine Thomas. That's really interesting. That's great. Right away, and the steampunk. Oh, the Barbara Moore steampunk. That's a great deck. There's a few steampunks actually. I've got 4 of them. Will Edward Snowden and Assange get pardoned? Well, Edward Snowden and Assange. Okay, let's look at Edward Snowden first. He's living in Russia. I can't see Biden pardoning him. Will Trump pardon Edward Snowden? Let's ask that question. You sent him the one, oh, the Victorian steampunk tarot. I love that. That's this one. So you sent him this one. It's a great deck. It's a great deck. Well, one way to get rid of Assange would be to pardon him, because then he can't say anything, can he? He can't plead the fifth. So, let's see. Well, Edward Snowden. Will Trump pardon Edward Snowden? Oh, now there's an idea. retire, retreat, stay in the background. Momentum. Eight of Wands, communications between the two. Two of Cups. A deal. You could be talking to him about it. Nine of Swords, anxiety. I don't think Edward Snowden wants to live out the rest of his life in Russia. Wheel of Fortune, change for the better for Snowden. The Sun, you know, he could pardon him. He could pardon him on his way out. And the Star, yeah. I don't think Snowden's particularly happy being holed up in Russia. So I think there's certainly talks about it. He's certainly talking, the administration's certainly talking to Snowden about it, I think, and that could happen. Don't be surprised if it does. Where's Hope Hicks? Don't know. Let's have a look at Assange next. Oh, hi, Joe Maury too. Yeah. Okay. Julian Assange. Ick. That's a word that comes to mind whenever I think about Julian Assange's ick. I know he's Australian and all that, but he hasn't broken any Australian laws, so he could probably come home, but that doesn't mean he couldn't get extradited. Will he pardon Julian Assange? Oh, that's a big, maybe some momentum on that. That's a big yes. Sitting pretty. Julian Assange knows a lot, and if he doesn't pardon him, he might yak. Five of Pentacles, but out in the cold, so that's no. The Devil is a no. The Moon is a no. Five of Wands is a no. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, no. Four of Wands, no. Not going to pardon Julian Assange. Assange would like him to, but Assange knows too much. And he wouldn't be able to plead the fifth. And the fact is, did Assange really break any laws? That's the thing. I wouldn't trust the man with anything, but as to whether or not he's really broken any laws or anything, that's all up in the air. So it's sort of like, I think they're still trying to establish what Julian Assange may or may not have done. They were so anxious to get him over here and all that. But no, I don't think Julian Assange will get a pardon. I'd be really, really surprised. He exposed military war crimes. That was Snowden, wasn't it? Or was that Assange? Okay. Oh, will Trump try and use? It's a question that people have asked. Will Trump try and instigate? What is it? Military law, or what do you call it? Military rule. What do they call it? Oh, hell no, no way. So, what is it when they impose military law? Queen of Wands. Congress will make that sure that does not happen. Martial law, that's it, yeah. Six of Pentacles. The Lovers. Eight of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. No. No. It'll get shot down. For want of a better term, the idea. He's certainly spouting all these ideas all over the place, but there's too strong a bind between Congress, like the House, Wheel of Fortune against it. It would be the, that would, that's definitely this is what he wants to do, but this is the walking away from the idea. Wheel of Fortune's not going to go with him. Ace of Pentacles, it's going to come to nothing, but it won't, because he just ultimately, in certain circumstances, it's, even though he's a commander-in-chief, these guys can use their own discretion to say, hell no, that's not going to happen. And that's what would be the case there. If any of them did go along and impose it, they'll end up in prison. I don't see that happening. Julian Assange has been running afoul of the US government since he was a teenager. So hi, Book Bewitched. Nice to see you. I wouldn't even get the Annabelle doll from the movies because of the association with it would be bleh. secret Dakini. I'll write that down. Secret Dakini deck, eh? Secret Dakini. I'll look that one up. When you first waddled in, book bewitched you. Understand the waddling thing? Yeah. I waddle sometimes because my knees are stuffed. But yeah, that's all right. Everyone knows that, you know, when I see your name, I say hello. So. Oh, King of Pentacles. I don't even know what I was thinking about then. So let's see. Who will go to jail first? Let's see. Trump will throw everyone under the bus. I'm gonna go right into the ick factor here. Gonna wave the Palo Santo around. Guides the highest truth and compassion. I ask for your protection and give thanks for your help in finding some insight, clarity, and objectivity with regard to Stephen Miller. Ick, ick, ick. Oh. Stephen Miller. What is in the cards for Stephen Miller? King of Wands. A Tower. He's like, he sees himself as the real power behind the throne because he's one of Trump's closest advisors. He's been telling Trump what to do and Trump's been doing it. He sees himself as the real person in charge, but there's a big tower coming for this dude. Oh, Congress. They have their eye on him. They have their eye on him. He's off on a new journey where he's no longer the king. Or the now tower happening, change of fortune. Change of fortune on top of the tower. It's not necessarily going to be a good change of fortune for him. These aren't reversed, but I'm doing the context part. Vulnerable. Now, this is the Star card. Congress, they have a lot to look at from him, and he has left himself vulnerable. The Star in reverse can indicate vulnerability. He's not, he really thinks he's in an untouchable position. He's going to have to stand his ground and defend himself. Four of Wands. Oh, yeah, change of things. White House, homecoming, going home, a breakup, being forced away. Yeah, he'll be out of the White House soon. The Empress. Oh, this is the children in cages. You know what? They are going to come after him for the children in cages. They're going to be like a pit bull. There's going to be people talking, testifying, affidavits, all sorts of things about his actions, and everyone knows he's behind the children engaged. His judgment is not going to be very good. He's going to be judged really harshly. The Hierophant. This is interesting. I got Hague was coming through my mind with the judgment, and this is the Hierophant. Courts institutions, but this is a pyramid and an eye watching the whole world. Pyramids were often thought to be the center of the world. This is The Hague. This dude is going to end up in front of The Hague. I don't know if they send them to a special prison anymore, or if they get sent back to their own country to serve sentences. But guides of the highest truth and compassion. This is justice. This would be justice. This is, yep. There's going to be recommendations to send him to The Hague. Yeah, there's so many people. But, you know, a lot of he's the instigator. Stephen Miller is the instigator. He's the instigator. Just justice. We want justice for these kids. Let's see. Is Don Jr. going to go to jail? Is Don Jr. going to go to jail? Will he go to jail? Will Don Jr. go to jail? Oh, a whole heap. A card flipped over in the deck. So, momentum. That's a big yes. Movement. Justice. Three of Cups. Support. There's going to be support. Celebration. Justice. Movement. Justice. Celebration. Three of Pentacles. Dirty money. Down Two of Cups. Deals. Three of Pentacles. Temperance. Trying to tamp down on things. Hide evidence. Two of Cups. Deals. Ten of Pentacles. Family legacy. This is all about the family organisation. Five of Cups. Loss. The Star. Vulnerability. I haven't got any sword cards, but I do get family. It's all about the business. They're going to lose a lot, and he's going to be in a vulnerable position. He's going to be in a lot of legal trouble. You know that. Injustice. Whether or not that sends him to jail or not, I don't know. But he is going to be up before the courts. What about Eric? What about Eric? Will Eric end up going to jail? Shelby Lisa, yeah. Your comments come up before for review as you misspelt the word deck. Yeah, you put an I instead of an E when you spelt deck cards. So Shelby said, Christine Thomas, I've had this deck of cards for over 30 years, but yeah, she misspelt the word deck. So I'll just hide that one. That's okay. It's not anything. Yeah. Yeah. You can guess what she put there instead of the thing, which is just to you know, just so I've cleared a couple of misspelt messages and all that. Just don't want YouTube coming down hard for something so silly. But yeah, so Christine Thomas, Shelby's had the same deck of cards for 30 years, so for over 30 years. So I just hit it, but it's not anything. Okay, will Eric Trump go to jail? He's vulnerable too, so there's hope that he'll go to jail, which is shouldn't, you know, 5 of Wands, there's definitely a lot of conflict and a lot of arguments happening. 3 of Wands, ships coming in, reap what you sow. 8 of Wands, lots and lots of communications, things happening quickly. The Sun, possibly some good news for him on that front. Again, the 4 of Wands, but a movement away from home. Things coming to light, conflicts, things coming to light. 10 of Swords, it's not looking good for him. 10 of Cups, family. Things coming to light about his family, conflict of agendas. Court again. Hermit, isolation. He's got the 10 of Cups there and the 10 of Pentacles cut out of the family. Yeah, I think there's a good chance that he's going to be the sacrificial lamb. If he is, don't feel particularly sorry for him. He knows what his family is all about and he willingly participated. I honestly believed that there was a time there where he could have said, and it would have been in his late teens, early 20s, where he could have said, I don't want to be part of this, and moved away and not had much to do with his family. But he chose willingly the other thing. And honestly, I sort of, for quite a long while, I sort of felt a bit sorry for him because I know that there was this side of him that could have meant, you know, he could have been a really good person. But then I saw him standing over dead animals, grinning like he was something big, and it's like, well, no. So if he, yeah, he could. I still get, he's the strongest one of the family, I guess, going to jail, actually going to jail. Yeah. I'm sure anyone in Australia will recall a few years ago from the Project Carrie Bickmore mixing up the words Qantas and customers and giving the airline an unfortunate unique name. We'll leave it at that. Now, let's have a look at Ivanka. Ivanka, I've always felt that she'll throw her dad under the bus because, you know, because she doesn't want to leave her children. That's the only good thing I can say about her is she wants to be there for her children. You know, that's the thing with these three. Apparently, Donald Trump Jr. said, "Oh, I would like to join the military, join the Navy, and serve my country." And he was told if he did, he'd be cut out of the family money and disowned. So he didn't. He could have gone, well, if that's it, that's it. I'm going to serve my country. Bye. But no, he didn't. Ivanka wants to be there for her children, and she could have said, I don't want any part of this. And Jared, we're not having any part of this. If you get involved in this, I'm taking the children and going. But no, she didn't. No, they've all had those points where they could have been better than their family. You know? And there are Trumps who have shown that. Who have shown that I am better than this. Daddy. I'm carrying all this weight on my shoulders. Boo-hoo. Yeah, stab Daddy in the back. Stab brother in the back too. Yep. Telling tales of other people's actions. Yeah, she's definitely got plans in place to unload her burden on other people. Yeah, she's got an agenda. Here's the high priest again. Strategy and agenda. Yeah, abandonment. Abandon Daddy. Tell tales on him. Abandon him. Walk away from Daddy. Tell tales on him. Abandon him. Yeah, she's negotiating behind the scenes. Cower. I don't think her plans are going to quite work out the way she thinks. Look what's in the end. I think she might stay out of jail, but that doesn't mean she's going to go unpunished. The Hangman, suspension. Page of Pentacles. Here's the Ten of Swords again. She's not going to get everything she wants. I don't be surprised if she's suspension. She's going to try and stay out of jail. She is going to be called forth to answer for her actions. She is going to throw her dad under the bus. She is going to try and make new deals. And she's going to get an office she doesn't want. Take it. Take it. She might have to serve some time in jail, but not long. And then have her sentence suspended, hanging over her years. I think the phrase that keeps coming into my mind is 5 years suspended sentence. So I think she might be in jail for some time and then she'll be released and 5 years suspended sentence, you know. So she might get like 6, 7 years, but serve 1 or 2 and then have the rest suspended. But if she stuffs up back in jail, that sort of thing. But yeah, she'll throw her dad under the bus. But I've always seen that. I've always seen her doing that to try and be there for her children. So if she doesn't go to jail, it's going to be it could be home detention for a while. If they do that, they should whack her in a normal put her somewhere in Hell's Kitchen. In a little apartment in Hell's Kitchen or something. Not that Hell's Kitchen is that bad. I don't think it is. I think it's a lovely part of New York and stuff. But you know, a small apartment where the kids can come and visit her every now and then, that she's basically stuck there. Put her in a lockdown. But I think she might be remanded in custody waiting a trial because she's a flight risk, and then she'll probably get a suspended sentence. That's what I think will happen. She'll make a deal or something and she'll be remanded in custody and throw dad under the bus and then get a suspended sentence. You see a divorce in her future. Don't generally read on that, but let's have a look at her relationship with Jared. Change decks, hey? What guides of the highest truth and intention? Thank you in helping me gain clarity inside an objectivity. The question of Jared Kushner's and Ivanka Trump's marriage. Let's have a look at their relationship, and then I'll see if Jared will go to jail. King of Pentacles, daddy, 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 daddy. Page of Swords, disappointing news. And the Empress. The Fool. New journey. Queen of Wands on top of the Empress. There are rumors she's trying to get pregnant again, and I think that could be true. Queen of Wands. Page of Cups. News, emotional news, the Hierophant. Knight of Wands, investigations, Eight of Cups, walking away. I think Jared is on not necessarily the best path. He's going on a new journey. So this is him. Sorry, it's not Trump, it's him. It's Jared with his counting house. New journey for Jared. Emotional news, investigations, happening faster than he'd like. And this is her trying to get pregnant. She, as a mother, she's always come up as that for me. Very protective of her children. That's the only redeeming quality she has. The Hierophant, courts, and walking away. And in between them is disappointment. I think she might end up leaving him. It doesn't mean she doesn't love him, but I think if he ends up going to jail, she will leave and won't want her children to have anything to do with him. I think she's actually pretty protective of her children where his parents are concerned as well, because his father's still alive, isn't he? So let's have a look at Jared Kushner. What's happening with Jared Kushner? Stream gag. Hi, Eve Navala. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you joined us too. It's lovely to see you here. And if anyone else who's joined from watching me with Sheila the other night, thank you. Thank you for coming over again and watching me again. And for everyone who's watching who hasn't, you don't have to make a comment or anything. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I don't know who. Jared Kushner. What's happening with Jared Kushner? Is he going to go to jail? Four of Wands. Oh. Ace of Cups, overflowing emotions. Five of Cups, loss and regret. This is interesting. This is a castle overlooking world celebrations. This is him in the White House. He doesn't want to go, overflowing emotions about it, and he's really, really in for a heavy amount of loss. Eight of Swords. Oh, this is not looking good. This is a jail card, but he basically put himself there, painted himself into that corner. Four of Pentacles, given it's next to the Eight of Swords and diagonal from the Five of Cups. He is on thin ice, so this would be the reverse of that. He's really on thin ice. They're not touching him at the moment. They're not even going to bother looking at him until after he's gone. Justice, yeah. The Hierophant, here's the courts again. Two of Wands. He's weighing the options about running, skipping the country. He's looking for support to do that. If he stays here, he'll be in jail. Ten of Cups, happy families, but that's a facade. As I said, I mean, Ivanka, if he succeeds in skipping the country, Ivanka will go with him. It's not that she doesn't love him, but they have to skip the country, and they'll have their own, Seven of Wands. Now he's going to have to defend himself. I don't think they're going to be watched so hard. Burden. They're going to be watched so closely. They're not going to get the chance to skip. It's just not going to happen. There's going to be a hold put on their passports and stuff, I think. I think people are investigating. He's going to end up in jail. I think they have stuff, at least for him, already lined up to go, to issue those warrants, to issue those indictments. Yeah. I don't know that he had him killed, but the talk is that he provided the information to MBS as to where Khashoggi was going to be and when. And yeah. He might try to go to Israel. Will Judy Marriott, Will Jared go to Israel? Will he be able to go to Israel? King of Cups is looking for more support from there. Whoops. Call for judge. Critical decision. Two of Pentacles. He's certainly trying to negotiate something. I don't think Israel would guard him because, you know, Nine of Cups. But communications, the universe, new start, end of one journey, start of the other, the Magician. I think he's going to try, but I don't think, if he does, you know, I think Israel will hand him back. I think there'll be negotiations and they'll extradite him. Mainly because he cooperated with the Saudis. He acted with the Saudis and stuff. I don't think he's going to succeed. I don't think any of them will succeed in skipping the country. Yes, it does make him complicit. Yeah. He would be an accessory before the fact, I think. Regarded as an accessory before the fact, or an accessory. He's complicit, yeah. He didn't make the order, he just made it possible for the order to be enacted, and that means he's complicit. He's an accessory to murder. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I definitely think he helped with Khashoggi's. Well, the thing is, they don't have to provide Trump's family with a Secret Service detail. Trump and Melania, yes. The rest of his family, no, not necessarily. They don't, I don't, you know, if they say no, we cannot spend the resources on that. But will Trump be, now, the Secret Service apparently put out EOIs, or expressions of interest, to agents about will they, are they willing to transfer to Palm Beach to act as Trump's security details. Let's have a look. Yes, they'll get some. But the thing is, because they're doing voluntary, the moon, there's going to be something hidden with this, in that Trump is not going to get his choice. He's not going to say, I want this guy. This guy's been with me for 4 years. I want him to continue to be with me. He's not going to get a choice of who he gets. Movement. Yeah, there are going to be some agents who go down there. The Sun, yes, they like the idea of moving down there. But it's going to be a change. It's going to be an all-new team put in charge of Trump. And part of their role is going to be to watch every move he makes. Very thorough reports, which I'm sure they have to do already. Who he spoke to. 3 of Swords. Yeah. They will protect him, but they're not there to be his personal yes men. So they'll do their duty, even if it means doing the dirty on him. Reap what you sow, buddy. That's the 3, and Page of Wands. So their roles will be two-pronged, to protect him and to also keep a watch over him for security purposes, and maybe Yeah, everything, every person he talks to, every phone call. He's not. None of it's going to be private. They're going to be listening into everything. Now, Trump can always decline a detail, but because he's a big fat coward, he's not going to, because he'll want them to protect him, and he'll also think that they will keep his secrets, but their job will be to protect his life. Not protect his secrets. And I'm sure that other ex-presidents, that their Secret Service details have all, you know, kept an eye on their communications and all that over time as well. You have a question, Eve? Okay, what's your question, Eve? Will Melania move to New York City? Oh, will he be dragged kicking and screaming out of the White House on live TV? Okay, let's have a look. Will Trump, guides of the highest truth and compassion. Thank you for helping me gain clarity, insight, and objectivity. I always ask for objectivity into the question of, will Trump be dragged kicking and screaming out of the White House on live TV? Six of Wands, Messenger, the Moon, no. Knight of Wands, swift movement, Two of Pentacles, discussions, Two of Swords, the Emperor. He's going to, he's not going to go to the inauguration. Generally what happens, and I saw a thing, movement into calmer waters. Generally what happens apparently on the morning of the inauguration is when everything is stripped out of the White House. They have about 8 hours or something. They strip everything of the previous president out of the White House and bring in all of the incoming president stuff. Trump's not going to go to the inauguration. He's going to be hanging around the White House saying, you can't do this. No, that's mine, you know. Bring, you know, that's mine, that's mine. And he's going to try and tell them what's his and what's not his, and it's not going to work. He's going to be a pain in the ass. He's going to try and make the move, the actual physical move for Biden. You know, what happens is the new president will then go to his new home after the inauguration, and he's going to try and be there and say, well, I'm not moving out. I don't care what you say. I'm not moving out. I do not think that if he's dragged kicking and screaming out of the White House, I do not think it would be televised, because something like that would not be any use in restoring the dignity and the meaning of the office of the presidency. He would use it to try and delegitimize Biden's presidency again. And even if film did get out, the mainstream media, not even Fox News would show it. OAN might show it, or Newsweek might show it, but not even Fox News would show it. So, yeah, he'll go into a childish rage. But, yeah, he's definitely, you know, he wants to make it, he wants to cause problems. He wants to, yeah. Brand the blessed. brand causes you to go to the toilet, lots of fibre, he'll be a little shite. But yeah, no, even if he is, I don't think he'll be dragged kicking and screaming, but he will be escorted out, very firmly escorted out, and told he will not be welcome back on the premises ever again. But none of that will be televised. Even if he has someone taking video, it might be taken off them if anyone's, you know, trying to get it on film, because it's going to be more about retaining the dignity of the office of the president. And to have something like that televised on television, it might be entertaining, but it would not do much for the actual office of the president. It could be used as a way for people to say, see, he's not legitimate, you know. Why would Trump be doing this and holding out so much if he was legitimate, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, much as I'd like to say yes, no, they won't. Now, will Melania go back to New York? I got to know. I don't think she's really going to be wanted there. The thing is, New York has that really old money back to the Mayflower, and then there's the other set of really old money around the South, like Georgia and South Carolina and all those areas. That's another set of really old money. She could go back to New York. Will Melania go back to New York? Yeah, he's just going to get in everyone's way with the swap over process. Will Melania go back to New York? King of Cups. The Four of Wands. Ace of Wands. She's got a new man. She'll be glad. She'll be glad to leave the White House behind. She'll be celebrating that minor celebration. She'll be like, yes, finally, at last. She's got new ideas about what she wants to do with her life. They don't include Trump. Yeah, look, she's going to have a few unforeseen hiccups. She thinks she's going to slide back in and everyone will want to know her again, but a side of her has been showing that they didn't know. Some people didn't know. I think she'll definitely be with her parents. I think her parents are going to play an important part. She's set for a little bit of heartbreak and betrayal. I think she thinks a lot of people are going to welcome her back and they're not. So she's going to feel a little bit betrayed by that. Four of Cups, yeah, she's going to be greeted with a great deal of apathy. Well, we don't really want you here. So, you know. The Hangman, suspension, she's going to be in a bit of limbo for a while before she will move somewhere on. Page of Wands. Look, where she goes, she's going to be the subject of gossip. This is basically just the gossip, mean, nasty gossip, which, you know, gossip, gossip, gossip. Every move she makes, people are going to be talking about it. But, you know, she put herself in there, reap what you sow. She put herself in that position. Justice. Now, she might have a few legal troubles. And the Fool, but she's going to start a journey as a sort. Yeah, look, I think she is going to go back to New York for a while, but she's not going to stay there forever. She's going to have a few legal troubles, and then she's going to move on somewhere else. As to where that is, don't really give a toss, do you? What was on the back of her shirt? Her jacket? I don't really care, do you? she bought a house, parents live in it in Maryland, then she'll probably go there. Maryland. I think as long as she sticks her head down, keeps her head down and doesn't try and, you know, do the the former first lady bullshit, she'll probably be able to settle there. But I think wherever she goes, it's not going to be long, and she'll move from there. But I think she'll be there for a while, a few years at least, before she moves somewhere else. Look, sweetheart, Laura Castle, I'm not going to read on Barron because he's a minor, he's a child. He might be well over 6 foot, but he is a child, so, and she's very protective of her son. Yeah. So, again, that's the one halfway decent thing I can say about her. So, yes, Biden, that's all. I did a reading on the Electoral College earlier, Eve. So, yeah, that's okay. I can do, how about I do a message from Spirit? I'll get some cards out and I'll get a deck of cards and so I'm going to wrap things up with Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid, one of my favourite oracle card people. So I will have a look at Kentucky. Yeah, I'm going to leave Kentucky until after the inauguration and stuff. Okay. Spirit and guides at the highest truth of compassion. Thank you in helping me deliver message for everyone. Thank you for the bless yous from the sneezing. Okay. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. Pay attention to things. The metal king, discipline, armor, boundaries. Be strong. The lady of the gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. Before I go to the book, be discerning, especially anything legal that might be in your life at the moment. Really, really look carefully. Don't take things at surface value. Really look into things, look into the details of things. It might take a while, but you know, look things over really clearly and get a clear idea of what things are saying, and that will be good. It might take a while and it might take some discipline, because normally you might just, oh yeah, that's it. No, look extra close at especially legal things at the moment, or if it's to do with personal relationships, look extra close at what someone's been doing. If you feel that something's wrong with that person and the way they're acting towards you, like, you know, if you get a dodgy feeling about them, take notice of it, look at it. Be strong and be disciplined in doing this. This is armor, boundaries. Set your boundaries and be prepared. If it's legal, set up legal armor. Make sure you know be ready and prepared, and set the boundaries of how far you're prepared to take something. If it's personal relationships, again, if someone's doing something that is hurting you, don't flinch, be disciplined, don't bite back at them, set up your armor to deal with them and set boundaries. I mean, you can go this far, but you're not going to go any further. So this is the Metal King armor, boundaries, and this is the Ringmaster of scrutiny. Discernment, clear vision, details. Look at the details. Now we have the Lady of the Gift. There we go. The Lady of the Gift. And it is generosity, receiving, withholding. We're heading into the holiday time of year, and giving of gift, giving of time. There's going to be a lot of demands on you by a lot of people. Be generous where you can. Don't be shy of receiving. Don't say, oh, no, you shouldn't have done that. People do things because they want to most of the time. So say thank you and receive it. But there's some areas where you're like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to include this person in the rounds of gift or whatever. Or hey, you might decide with your family or something, instead of giving gifts, heaps of gifts, we might give, like, spend a set amount on a gift and then take the same amount and give it to a charity. So withhold, rather than, say, if you get an average of, if you give an average of $100 per person, give 50 and give the other 50 to charity or something. Hold back a bit. You might have to hold back a bit because people aren't there. So now I'll go through and I'll look at the book. Hey, Bubba girl, you want to come say hello? Want to come and say hello? Yeah? You want to come say hello? Want to hop up? Want to hop up? You just want to pat. Just want to pat. Cameo's down at my feet. So, okay. It's all about the details. Look closely and pay attention to the smallest elements of what's being presented to you on your path. Hello, sweetheart. Say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Hello. Is your face getting puffy again? We'll give you some medicine for that. Yeah. She gets an sort of eczema because she's been spayed. It happens occasionally with cats who have been spayed, with female cats who have been spayed, that they can get a form of eczema, and it can be quite painful for the little bubbers. So I have hormone tablets that I give her occasionally, so I have to do that. So, yeah, look closely at what's being presented to you. Pay attention. It's the details, not the broad strokes, that you will find the breathtaking beauty, perfection in what you observe. That's when it's your ally. When it's your challenger, he warns you to observe your situation with discernment and clarity. So really, really investigate it properly. Okay. Okay. The Metal King, 37. The Metal King. If he's your ally, the Metal King is strong and arrives to lend you his impenetrable shield of protection. No matter who sends you criticism and jealousy, you will not be hurt. Come on, sweetie. You have to hop down, darling. Yes, I know. Mummy will help you out in a few minutes. We'll get you some nummy food and put your tablet in it. Okay. So be there to protect you. So you will have allies to help protect you. And whether it's inner strength of yourself or somebody else. Okay. And it also prompts you to think about setting healthy boundaries. So that's a relationship thing. Setting healthy boundaries. The challenger, if it's a challenge, be mindful of codependency and enmeshment. He's inviting you to address how overwhelmed you may be around other people. So again, setting boundaries. So don't let other people overwhelm you either. Yeah, Mummy loves you, sweetheart. So we'll just very quickly read one more card and then we'll go say goodbye to everyone for the day. And the Lady of the Gift. When she's an ally, the Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at nature and the method of your giving to others. The world is your church and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing or giving, I suppose, is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all the human beings as important and divine. If it's a challenge, the Lady of the Gift says that the act of withholding isn't welcome in her world. In fact, withholding information is another way to lie. Are you withholding? Perhaps someone is doing it to you. Withholding is something in order to keep you manipulated and controlled, so you believe deep down you're not quite good enough. Now is the time for you to address the concept of withholding. Okay? A lot of people look at these times of years as a time for reunion, helping people out, working out differences, putting differences aside, things like that. Okay, guys, I've got to go now. Thank you very much for joining me this morning, and please enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know you're still on Saturday night there. If you're in the US, if you're in Australia, enjoy the rest of Sunday. And if you're on the East Coast especially, please do everything you can to keep cool. UK, please take care. Everyone, I love you all. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay loving. And I will catch you again in a few days. I'll probably hop on one evening this week too. So talk to you then. Bye-bye.